Hello, this is Gemini, your friendly neighborhood spy, back again with another drawing video. It's been quite a while since the last time I did one of these, and I haven't drawn a whole lot recently anyway, so I figured I was overdue, and that I would go ahead and do some drawing, and then, post about it for you guys to see. So, you might notice at the beginning, the drawing kind of like skips around, like whole stages kind of get mixed. It's a time-lapse drawing. I was having some issues with my tablet, and I kept having to like close out of the program and then open it back up, and I like lost some of the time-lapse images in the process of doing that, but it's only at the beginning. So at this point we're already past it, and at this point it should be fairly smooth sailing time-lapse. So I decided to draw Raven because I have a friend who's a pretty big Raven fan, and I am pretty fond of pretty much everything FE7, and I figure Raven is kind of in the same boat as my boy Matthew, where he is a launch unit in Fire Emblem Heroes that has never gotten an alt, and he's from FE7, so I thought I would give him some love with an illustration. So it's kind of a mix of being for my Raven fan friend, but also just because, I like Raven too. He's a character I've used on many of my FE7 playthroughs, and I decided to just go ahead and draw him for fun. When I have been drawing recently, like when I've had time to, I've been having a lot of fun with it and kind of experimenting a little bit with color. You'll see that more like when I get farther into the coloring phase in the time-lapse. So I've been trying to like work in kind of unusual colors into skin tones and hair colors and stuff. So I've been having a lot of fun with it. I like how it's been turning out, and I'm, overall pretty happy with how my drawings have been turning out recently. In fact, if you ever have any interest in seeing like more of my drawings, I actually post them all on my Blue Sky account, so if you follow me on Blue Sky, then you can see more of the stuff that I've drawn. I've done some like chibi drawings of some of the Dungeons & Dragons characters that my friends and I have made in our D&D group, and I've done like illustrations of characters from my own writing, and obviously Fire Emblem characters. So I've only been posting stuff on Blue Sky art-wise for like a little while now, so it's not like a ton of stuff, but that is where I plan to post my finished illustrations from this point on going forward. Okay. Outside of that, I guess, we have some time, so I'll give you like a brief Gemini the Spy update. I know I haven't been making videos super often recently. I've been pretty busy between work and working on my novel project. I've been doing some beta reading for other writers and having them beta read for me, and it's been a pretty positive experience on the whole, I think. I've been having a lot of fun with that. I've also been playing Overwatch again, which I used to play Overwatch 1 like quite a bit back in the day, and I loved it, and then after Blizzard like basically canceled Overwatch 1 and replaced it with Overwatch 2 and made a bunch of changes that I really hated, I just stopped playing the game completely. I went completely cold turkey on it, didn't touch it for like years and years and years. And then they actually went back and they undid pretty much all of the changes that I hated, and a lot of other players hate it too. So now it kind of feels like it's just the old Overwatch again. So I've been playing that. A bunch of my friends have come back to it, and we're all kind of just playing it together, and it's been pretty great. I'm really enjoying getting back into it. If you are an Overwatch player and know what I'm talking about, I mean Moira. So that is my girl. I love playing support. It's my favorite role to play. But I also enjoy tanking too. I just don't really like DPS. But overall, I really love Overwatch, and I'm happy to be back to playing it again. Another Gemini update is that very recently I decided to install Linux on an old laptop that I have. I'm still running Windows on my main PC, but I'm considering whether or not I want to transition to going full Linux even on my primary computer. My computer's not that old, but a little bit old, and it can't update to Windows 11, so I'm no longer getting updates. And I don't really want to build a whole new computer. Like I said, it's not that old, it still runs fine. So I'm kind of thinking like, yeah, maybe just switching to Linux might actually be a good move for me. So I was playing around with it on the laptop, and it seems like pretty much everything that I would want to be able to do still, I can do on Linux. There might be a couple games that I might not be able to get to play, but I feel like most things that I would want to do still work fine. But anyway, so that's it. That's a quick update from Gemini the Spy. I hope you enjoyed my Raven video. This is how it turned out. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and Gemini out.